Back to the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela today, and it is the Tamil Nadu Dragons taking on the UP Rudras. Match 12 of the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025.
We're all set for the second match of the day. Tamil Nadu Dragons versus the UP Rudras. The captains are here and the on-field umpires, and we can go for the toss. Red is the call.
Ball first.
So the Tamil Nadu Dragons have won the toss and they will start the play.
Just wait now for the ball boys to start their run out, and then the umpires will make their way out. I'm Ashley Morrison, alongside me again is Sandeep Sumesh as the ball boys come out. And those are the dancers we've seen before every game. And the umpires tonight are Gurbaj Singh of India and Raghu Prasad as well from India. And now we wait for the players. The fireworks start up, and here they come. Hardik and Amit Rohidus, good friends of course, but they will be arch enemies tonight as they represent the Tamil Nadu Dragons and the Uttar Pradesh Rudras. Rudras unbeaten so far from their 2 games. Tamil Nadu Dragons looking for their first outright win. Well, the MC really getting them fired up for this one. Players go through, and we'll turn our attention to the team lineups. So he'll be under the bar. Chandan Yadav will be playing in a wide position. Amit Rohidus and Yip Janssen will be holding the middle. In the middle, Shishi Gowda has been really impressive. Tom Craig has made some bullocking runs forward. But in the forward line, look out for Uttam, Govers and Sudev.
UP Rudras, James Mazzarello, who's been having a great tournament, starts in the goal. Surinder Kumar, Kane Russell, Aspalk, and Floris Walterbora take up the back. Look out for Maku up front. And coming off the bench, we have Rafael Villalong, Akash Jap Singh, and Sam Ward.
The view from the sky is impressive.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
And so the game is underway. Match 12. Tamil Nadu Dragons looking for their first win. UP Rudras looking to maintain their unbeaten run. 2 wins from 2 games, trying to stay in touch with the Bengal Tigers. Yip Janssen receives it, pushes it into the midfield, comes wide to Anand Lakra. Anand Lakra, who in my mind has looked very assured at the back for Tamil Nadu, jumping, managing to bring that one down was Cosines.
Cedric has had a great run in the previous editions. And the turnover by the Dragons coming up into attack.
Great chance for them now. They've just got to get the ball away. Played wide, keeper's come a long way. Mazzarello goes back, but so too all the players have come back. And just around the edge of the circle, could not get that in there. That was Uttam who was closed down.
Well, they should have made that count. They had a 4 versus 1 situation, but just couldn't find the right pass.
I think it was Waterboy, just cut in, didn't he? And he narrowed the angle for the players that were around him, and it just limited the opportunities. Surinder Kumar impeded that time, and has been told to calm down is Aaron J. Just mention as well that Tamil Nadu Dragons there, without Mohammad Raheel, the Indian player, who missed the last game with a slight hamstring injury, obviously he's not recovered yet. Into the circle, that goes right to the back post, brought down, shot on the turn, but Mazzarello has done well coming out and covering. And we were looking at that, weren't we, Sandy? It's a great attack again into the circle. Did that go over the baseline? Yes. And we were looking at how many of the goals have been scored by Indians and how many have been scored by the foreign imports, and it's actually pretty even as we just see that run into the circle. Very patient game at the moment. Magic was involved there, goes out to the left-hand side once more. Just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Azzarello, the only... Hart made one save, didn't he, as well? Sharp save. Umpire coming across to say that be careful with your stick, raising it up here.
Yeah, oh, can't be doing that.
Zwicker didn't like it, did he?
Yeah, Jobanpreet should have had his stick down. Lucky to be let off with just a warning.
Pushed out wide. Is there one last chance to go on the attack for the Rudras? Into the circle they go. Penalty corner. The first of the match going the way of the Rudras.
Beautifully done along the goal line. The clock was ticking down. He knew his best way was to earn a penalty corner and did that exceedingly well. A little bit of a shower body play there, and then by having no hesitation whatsoever.
Looks like coming forward, everyone coming forward, because there's only a few seconds left. Comes to Ward, deflected wide, and there'll be no time for the long corner. So that is the end of the first quarter. Arasu gets a high five from his defenders, Yip Janssen. So he's managed to keep a clean sheet without actually having to save it. But the Rudras showing their intent. Very even first quarter, as you would expect. 4 circle penetrations to 2, 1 shot each. And the score as we head into the first break is Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, UP Rudras 0. And you saw at the end of those highlights Amit Rohidus showing his worth as a first runner as the Tamil Nadu Dragons get us underway. Comes wide to Tom Craig. And thrown high and long, and it's brought down inside the circle. Looking to close down. What a tackle that was in the end. There's Waterboard over there, it is indeed. The big Dutchman doing a great job defensively. He let the ball be brought down, then came into the space and forced the Dragons player outside the circle. But it's all Dragons at the moment. Janssen. Chandan Yadav to Amit Rohidus. Short pass to Martin Zwicker. Janssen had advanced but just checked his run to receive the ball from Zwicker. Russell carries it forward and then thought, I'm going a little bit too far forward here. Just checked and went back infield. He's stayed up though on the 23-metre line. Hardik. Free hit just outside the circle for the Rudras. Vortelbohr now. Short pass to the baseline. They're into the circle. Trying to spin and work a bit of magic. Long corner's the best they can get.
Hardik, that was, I think, great control over the ball. Little genius that he is.
Really well played by the captain, Hardik. Hardik over the ball, inside the 23. Again, just brought down out of the air by the Dragons. Scenes again. Aubrey. Talim. He goes to the air this time. Far side, brought down by Kane Russell, feeds it to Vortelbohr. Vortelbohr spins on the reverse, gets it into the circle, desperately trying to clear it. Long corner is the call. Janssen was there.
It's great work by Kane Russell, spun him around and put the ball in with great control. Controlled his tomahawk to ensure that did not rise. Great ball in, but
Aubrey just holding on as the substitutes come on. And Priyabhata goes back to Aubrey again. Good lead from Villalonga. Aubrey thought about going square, but Villalonga took a good position to receive. Simranjit now feeds it back to Villalonga, slips, gets back on his feet superbly.
Villalonga doing a lot of running in the midfield, playing this give and take game. Every time he releases the ball, continues running to create space to receive the ball again.
Rudras have been patient. They now look to attack. Drilled into the penalty spot. It was a crucial touch again. And just thrown forward now, but it'll be brought down by Lars Bolt. Villalonga. Talim. Aubrey. James Aubrey, a product of the Lees School in England. Oh, lovely play. Just knocking it round the player and continuing going. Tom Craig into the circle. That's a really important block coming in that time by, well, I think it was it Lalit back there?
Tom Craig was very quiet in the game, but suddenly came to life.
He sure did, and that was a beautiful bit of skill near the halfway line, just to knock it past and accelerate past the defender. Hardik back on and in possession. Approaching the final minute, Lars Bolt comes forward. Deflection is going to go out. It should be a long corner, is it? Or no, it's a 16. Time running out. We're into the final 30 seconds. Vortelbohr appeals for a free hit. Does get the free hit. Has to go the 5 meters. Villalonga now back to Vortelbohr. Good combination by them. And well, the shot came in. That caught him in the ribs. Well, it's been a very even first half. As you can see, 1 shot apiece, 8 circle entries per piece. The only advantage going to the Rudras, who had 1 penalty corner. At half-time, it's Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, UP Rudras 0. Welcome back for the second half of match 12 between the Tamil Nadu Dragons and the Uttar Pradesh Rudras. 0-0 at half-time. We're expecting this one to come to life in the second half. Both coaches happy with the way their teams are playing, and both saying they just need to be a little bit more clinical inside the circle. Just giving so much advice, and I'm sure those under him are going to benefit immensely.
Yeah, that's the best a youngster can hope for, playing alongside him. All the goalkeepers, the Indian goalkeepers here, the young ones, I mean, they need to make the best of this opportunity. Take his time, sit him down, talk to him.
Great pass from Tom Craig. Uttam did well. And that was stolen brilliantly. Hardik over the ball. Play to the edge of the circle. Lalit now trying to find a way through. Too many defenders there. They come up with the ball and carry it out, although the whistle now goes and a penalty corner has been awarded.
And earning his team the penalty corner. Surrounded by 3 defenders, but did the right thing.
Kane Russell waits at the top of the circle. Goes to him again, he flicks, it's there! Kane Russell has his 3rd goal of the tournament, but more importantly, the Rudras have their first of the night.
Great execution.
Unfortunately, I couldn't hear what they're looking for here. Whether the ball went outside the circle, I'm not sure.
I think it stopped inside the D is what they are claiming.
I just stop the ball inside the circle.
Yeah,
Therefore,
no goal.
Yeah, no goal. No goal. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I thought so too. The ball needs to cross the D before a drag kick is executed.
James Aubrey. Prashant Bala. Infield, it's a good pass to Jobanpreet. Sam Ward now. And it's a penalty corner won by Ward, so the Rudras have another chance from a penalty corner.
Getting another penalty corner to Sam Ward, playing it onto the foot. And let's see if the Rudras can make this count.
Sam Ward is at the second battery, Kane Russell is at the first. They go to Russell again, Good save that time. And up it goes. David Hart was on the ground. It's on his pads again. Well, Hart keeps his team in it and they play out quickly. There's a massive counter-attack going on. They've got numbers forward. The Rudras trying to get back as fast as they can. Tom Craig is lurking at the top of the circle. Look at the defence from the Rudras, and they appeal for a penalty corner. They want to go for a referral. If it was, I think it might have been Kane Russell's, but
There's no clear reason to change your decision. Restart the volley, and then Tamil Nadu lose their film.
so restart with a bully because play was held up, was what the video umpire said. But the important thing is Tamil Nadu Dragons lose their referral. Well, they've not restarted with a bully, they've restarted with a free hit. Well, Van Ast just looking up at the clock there and it sees that we've got less than 30 seconds left. Last play of this quarter. There goes the hooter, and well, it's had its moments, but no real clear-cut opportunities for either side. The Rudras thought they had a goal through Kane Russell, but a brilliant referral by the Dragons saw that rubbed out. Circle penetration still even, shots still even, and that is why we head into the final break. It's Tamil Nadu Dragons 0, UP Rudras 0. So we're just waiting now to see if either of these teams can break the deadlock. Carried forward by Kane Russell. Are we going to see this game spring to life in this final quarter? The Dragons, you feel, need a victory. I don't think they'd want to go to a shootout again.
Yes, actually I would love to believe that they would come out and try and get these 3 points from this game.
Hardik, short pass, but again it was just well read. Tom Craig bursts out of defence, feeds it into the middle to Nathan Ephraim's. Ephraim's wins a free hit. I think the Dragons wanted to play on.
The Dragons will be happy with that. They just slowed down the pace. Had Hardik got through there, it was open space for him. But Dragons doing well to slow him down and have the Rudras restart.
I mean, sometimes you've got to do that, don't you? It's just a case of slowing down the player, even taking a card if it breaks up the attack. Vortelbor. Oh dear, prevented again at the top of the circle. Good strong defence by the Dragons. Craig again sets off. Goes the reverse stick. It's a good ball to Ephraim's top of the circle. Mazzarello saves, but it's going to go in. And it is going to be a goal. Fired in the end by Abahan Sudev.
Full credit to Tom Craig, a great run. He didn't do too much in the game. He's done it a few games earlier, having this run through the defense. And how good a pass was that for Sudev to finish.
Well, this was a great shot, top of the circle from Nathan Ephraim's. Mazzarello could just pour it up. He jumped high to try and stop Sudev, but it wasn't enough. Sorsby now loves to run, Bolt chasing, Sorsby on the reverse. Oh, it was almost the perfect ball. Govers sliding in, couldn't deflect it in.
What a run that was, shielding the ball, keeping it on his left. A great attempt at deflecting the ball in. The goalkeeper was beaten, but just couldn't find that final touch.
Russell carries it forward, finds a foot edge of the circle, was it? Yep, free hit. It's just over to the left. Hardik takes it to the right spot. Lost it for a second and trying to pounce quickly was Shishi Gowda. Lars Bolt angles it in. Penalty corner. This could be trouble. Hardik, the man to inject from the baseline. Rudras looking for an equaliser. Whistle goes, they go to Russell again, he flicks, good running, Amit Rohidis should break for Sam Ward, short pass to the baseline, bumped as he's trying to go in there that time was Gurjot. but it's a good break forward, fed into the path of Abharan Sudev. Piper's looking to rebound after losing to the Shirachi Ra Bengal Tigers. Surma looking to go back to back. That so nearly went through to Nathan Ephraim's and almost stolen by Karti. Round the outside now comes Sudeep Chamaka. We haven't seen too much of him. That's how little ball the forwards have seen for the Rudras tonight.
Chamaka not himself. Really didn't get enough of the ball, didn't see enough of the ball. I guess it's okay to have an off day.
Again, great to see so many in the crowd. We're into the final 5 minutes now. Can the Rudras find a goal from somewhere and take us to a shootout? The Dragons, I'm sure, will be dreading that. They've had 2 already. And this, of course, this game will conclude the 3rd round of games. Tom Craig again receives, pushes it out to Karti. Great run through the middle from Uttam. Uttam receives, Uttam holds it up. Mazzarello looks to square it that time, unselfishly to Karti, but it's broken down. Man, and the match should be a tricky one. Amit Rohidis, for me, is just at the penalty corners, the work he's done. Brought down inside the circle, they might get a second. It's laid back, can they shoot on the turn? They can indeed! And there is the goal. Sorsby gets a second for the Dragons, and that is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I thought that was set up by Uttam, was it? Picked it up the far end of the D. Did exceedingly well. There you see. And just minus it a little bit of a melee inside the D. And the goalkeeper was down.
Check any foul.
That is the
by
winner
the
for
Tamil
the
Nadu
Dragons.
player inside the shooting circle.
Okay, looking for any foul before the goal.
Yeah.
Do you see anything untoward?
I'm not sure what they are looking for.
Rudras,
Yeah.
there's no clear reason to change your decision. It's a goal.
Goal. It's a goal. Thank
Goal.
you.
So the goal stands and the fireworks go off and the Dragons raise their sticks in the air to their fans. I couldn't see anything wrong with that, to be honest.
They were just more hopeful than anything else, the Rudras, on this referral. But I guess it's all over for them.
Yeah, Hardik just gets the ball and doesn't even bother passing it as the clock runs down. Well, the Dragons should get it and go on an attack. There's still 2 seconds left. There goes the hooter. I think that's what you call a declaration in hockey. Well, there's a little bit of afters there, just going on between Shishi Gowda and Hardik, and there's a lot of words still being exchanged, which shows that these games do matter, and there's a lot of passion. Lalit, the peacemaker, as always. Well, Tamil Nadu Dragons will get the 3 points tonight. Goals from Sudev and Sorsby, and they had the most circle penetration. Well, they didn't actually, Rudras did, but more shots, and that is the difference between the two. They got more goals. Tamil Nadu Dragons 2, UP Rudras 0.